we need to communicate. We need to evolve, to transform. We need to create, to collaborate, to disrupt, to listen to each other, to use technology to solve problems. We need to innovate. So what is Legal Services Link?
All right. Legal Services Link is a website that I created. And what it does is it attempts to create a one-stop shop, a one-stop website where people with legal needs can meet with attorneys essentially at the click of a button. And it does this in a way that allows clients to find the perfect attorney for them in the way that works best for them. There are two options once you sign up as a client for the site, and the first option is to search an attorney directory. Mm-hmm. And there are similar sites out there. I would say this is the more traditional method for finding an attorney online. And then the second option, and I believe is the more efficient and effective option, allows clients to post short summaries of their legal jobs. Mm-hmm. And those short summaries are then emailed to all the attorneys on the site that do that type of work and are located in the area of the job. And so once the client submits that job is emailed to all of those attorneys qualified to fulfill that client's legal needs. And upon receipt of that emails, attorneys that are interested in the job can then apply directly for the job by filling out an application. And once they do that, the application is sent directly to the client. Once all of the applications have been sent to the client then has a list of attorneys and a list of applications for their legal job. And they can quickly go through those applications and identify the best attorney for them. So instead of having to Google search and find contact information mm-hmm. for a number of different attorneys and call those attorneys and email those attorneys and wait for a response, what they do is they can send the job out and all interested attorneys effectively come to them. Wow.
And then so by those applicants, you can then choose who you want?
Yes. Yes. So the client, the traditional method for finding and hiring an attorney is very cumbersome. Mm-hmm. Before the internet, you had to go through the yellow pages or you had to seek out referrals, and you would call attorneys and you would talk to attorneys and you got to find out their rates. You got to find out if they can do the work that you want them to do. And then you got to find out if you like that attorney. And it can be time consuming. It could take, I've been in a situation where I've been trying to hire an attorney or give someone a referral, and it can take a day. It can take more than a day. And this essentially takes that entire process and brings it to one simple, easy to use website. Mm-hmm. And it allows the client basically to find the perfect attorney for them in just a few minutes of their time.
Great. And so why did you start this company? What is the why?
Yeah. So I started this company because I had clients coming to me. So I'm a construction attorney in mm-hmm. Chicago. And I had clients that would come to me and they would say, Matt, can you give me a referral for someone to do my will? Can you give me a referral for a brother of mine that got a DUI? And I know construction attorneys and I know corporate attorneys, but I didn't know any attorneys that did wills. I didn't know any attorneys that handled DUIs. So I had to go through the process. I had to get on Google and search for will attorney in Chicago. And what that does is it gives you then a list of websites to attorneys that maybe specialize in preparing wills in Chicago. You have to go to their website, you have to look at their website, you have to find their contact information, you then have to contact them. Most people aren't interested or are too busy and don't call you back. So it's a cumbersome process, and I thought to myself, there is a way to make this process better. And there's a way to make this process better not only for clients, but also for attorneys. Because I've been on the attorney side where, I'm going out and I'm going to marketing events and golf outings and out-of-town seminars, and I'm spending countless hours and countless tens of thousands of dollars marketing to people and trying to find people with legal needs that don't have an attorney that may be interested in hiring me. And that's a very small fraction of the population. So most of my time and most of my money and most of my energy was wasted. And so this is great for the client because it allows the client to find an attorney in a few minutes, but it's also great for the attorneys because it gives the attorneys the ability to find potential clients with legal needs right now that they can essentially submit applications to and hopefully get their legal work.
And so, in my opinion, Legal Services Link is innovative. Why do you feel you are innovative?
Okay. We've kind of talked about it a little bit, but it takes a time-consuming, traditional, cumbersome method for hiring an attorney, finding an attorney on the client side, and on the attorney side, finding clients, and it streamlines it. It makes it there's almost a perfect connection, and it's transparent, it's efficient. It's very cost effective, it's free for clients, it's free for attorneys to sign up and to post their profile. It is $250 a year for them to submit applications for legal jobs. But again, in the space, it's very, very inexpensive. And so it really, provides attorneys and clients with the perfect opportunity to efficiently and effectively connect with one another.
And why do you feel that it is important for companies in general to innovate?
Yeah, so and this is particularly important in the legal field. I read a lot of legal periodicals, and every article and every newspaper and every magazine talks about how the legal field needs to innovate. And law firms need to innovate. And the legal field and law firms are very slow to innovate. And I think that the legal field and law firms have sort of dropped the ball on making the client finding and attorney hiring process easier. And there's some reasons why they don't want it to be easier, but I think overall, if we do make it easier for clients, there will be more people and businesses seeking out professional legal help as opposed to trying to do or fumble through legal projects themselves. But the legal industry is stuck in the past, and all of these other industries have innovated and have used the internet to make their client finding processes and everything easier. You can think about it really in any industry except for the legal industry. The legal industry is the only one that is stuck in the past, where people essentially have to go through Yellow Pages right now, whether it's the actual Yellow Pages or an online Yellow Pages, and then call people and talk to them. And people don't want to do that these days. People want to obtain information quickly and transparently, and they want to make a decision. And this website, I believe, helps clients, and helps attorneys do that.
And you mentioned technology. How do you feel that now, the digital age, everything is either moving online, kind of getting more off of physical collateral on Yellow Pages? How do you feel that the digital landscape is changing the legal field?
Well, I'm hoping this website changes the legal field. So I'm hoping that this is at least part of the answer. The legal industry has a long way to go, and it has a long way to go in getting clients and people to want to reach out and contact attorneys. Because right now there's certainly an element of non-attorneys and people with legal needs not wanting to contact attorneys, not wanting to hire attorneys. I mean, everybody I talk to has a lawyer joke, and there's some truth to it, because people aren't happy with the process, just like people aren't happy with the car buying process, and it feels a little bit like that. So my hope is that this website will help the legal industry move forward to a more transparent hiring process. And in doing so, we'll allow people, clients and business entities with legal needs, we'll make them think, okay, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to find an attorney because it's not a process that I'm dreading.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm going to the dentist or I'm going to buy a car. It's a simple and easy process. You can go to the website and find the perfect attorney for you in minutes. And I'm hoping that it brings the legal industry forward, and I'm hoping that it brings more people to attorneys.
Mm-hmm. So wrapping things up, what advice would you give to other innovative leaders that are looking to innovate and be effective about it?
Yeah, I mean, the best thing you can do is just go for it, just jump into it. I mean, I had this idea years ago, and I would think about it, and I would talk about it, and I would tell people about it, and I would tell my wife about it, and everybody thought it was a good idea, and I didn't do anything with it for a while. And then at some point I got so fed up with myself for talking about something and not doing anything about it that I finally did something about it, and I started developing the website. And it's been a longer process than I expected. But just by starting it kind of lifted the weight off my shoulders of me being all talk and no action. So at some point you just got to jump into it if you think you have a good idea and go for it. And I think this is a good idea, and I think that it's going to help people and attorneys, and I hope that it does.
Great. Well, me too. Well, thank you.
Thank you.